Old Fellas Travels. So I've just got back from a trip down down the coast. The old bus is still pretty messy. This is going to be a little bit of a, well, we call it a tailgate talk to start this video. Only to, I really feel the need to give an explanation on why this year has been such a dog's breakfast with the channel. And it has been, from what, you know, from looking back at some of the videos and some of the content, it has been a dog's breakfast. For those of you that, you know, have watched my videos and follow me, you'll see that, you know, I had the accident with losing the wheel last year on the cruiser. That was off, took maybe 3 months, I think it was, by the time I get it back on the road, and then it was February, and then I got crook, you know, and I diagnosed with some liver disease, and then I got blood issues, and I've never had a sick day in my life, and you know, so I don't know what all the, you know, what it was caused by. AstraZeneca for all I know. And I basically ended up with a year off prospecting. Now, that might not sound like much, but that was quite a massive impact to me, and I'll tell you why. I don't normally spill my personal life or personal grievances on my channel. I'm not sure whether I've ever done it before, but my financial plan was, and I think I've been a self-funded retiree for maybe 5 years, assisted with some, you know, with a bit of luxury gold, because the first 3 years I wasn't full-time. It's really only really the last year and a half I went full-time. So about 18 months full-time, I suppose, but pretty close to 5 years, I think, self-funded retiree, but money doesn't last forever. So having said that, I had a financial plan, and the financial plan ranked out to, I can't remember exactly, but around about mid last year, the property I have in Queensland was probably going to be sold. Now, my daughter moved in the property when I left. After my wife passed away, I had to rediscover myself. That's why I left. It was a journey for me. I still don't even think I'm 100% there. My daughter was at a loose end. You know, she needed a place. She'd broken up with a partner, and I needed someone to wind the property down for me and, you know, look after, maintain the property while I was travelling. So it seemed like a good idea for, you know, for my eldest daughter to move in. There were some agreements along the way, you know, and but the end result was, at the end, about mid last year, either, you know, I was bought out completely in the house, or the house was sold, and, you know, we had some agreements in place to get my daughter into another house, and I'd have a lump sum of cash left over, which would be my contribution to self-fund retirement, and maybe even, you know, buy a decent van, a little semi-off-road van, and spend my days touring. Possibly even consider, you know, just buying a block of land or something, and setting myself up with a shed on there, you know, as a home base. But without going into detail, that never happened. And yet my daughter is still living in the, is virtually taken ownership of the property, which legally, in the position I allowed myself to get in, she can do. But I don't even have permission to enter the property anymore, even though I do have items on the property that do belong to me, antique furniture on the property that do belong to me that I've been trying to sell. And from what I can work out, maybe that's been sold, and I don't know. But anyway, it's neither here or there. It is what it is, and it's something you have to deal with. So things got pretty tight financially. So I ended up pretty tight financially. I was flogging a bit of gear, actually, to keep me rolling with some bills and you know, registration services, things that come up. And the sale of 76 was actually part of that, even though I didn't mention that at the time. And I mean, it's a bit embarrassing, to be honest, to let myself get in that situation, but I don't know, you know, how mentally clear I was in my head, you know, dealing with the loss of my wife. You know, I don't know, but we're not going to talk about that anymore. It is what it is, and, you know, you have to soldier on. So this year looked like a bit of a dog's breakfast, and a lot of it was to do with that. Which leads me to next year, which means I'm back full time. I'm back really full time next year, guys. I need to get back into the gold fields, and I need to go hard, and I need to generate some revenue to, you know, cash that bank account up again, and hopefully by the end of the year just get myself a little cheap van at least to, because I'm going to be prospecting for, as long as I'm well enough, healthy enough, I'll be prospecting hard full time for the next 4 years. I figure that's probably what it's going to take me to get back where I should have been, in view of the financial plan with my house. So, you know, don't trust anybody, guys. You know, it's a bitter pill to swallow, to be honest. But, and don't get me wrong, and I'm not saying it hasn't got me down at times, but you've got to soldier on, you've got to get on with it, and what can you do? So that being said, don't jump ship yet, guys, because I'm just going to throw in a bit of footage about, you know, a few beaches I went to while I was down in Albany, and that was purely and simply in preparation for a trip I'm planning, for a trip I'm hoping to be able to do next year, because I've got to tell you, you can travel a bit, and as long as you stay in each location, you know, a bit of time, and you can find a free camp, travelling's no more expensive than, you know, sitting in Perth. So that's the plan, to get a bit of a trip out of the way, and this footage is just 4 beaches or 4 spots that I went to while I was down at my auntie and uncle's place in Albany as a bit of a recce on where I might be. It's got to be good fishing, it's got to be nice, and it's got to be as close to free camping as it possibly can be. Actually, it's probably got to be free camping. I won't be taking any grog, beer's too expensive, and I need to be staying off the grog anyway. We'll flick across to those videos, have a bit of a look, guys. Might be of interest to you. Beautiful spots, you know, the southern beaches of Western Australia. Enjoy the next few minutes of the recce of the beaches that the old fella's hoping to do a little bit of a fishing holiday on before he's up there in the heat of the goldfields, sweating me ass off, trying to make a living. Cheers, team. About a week after I get back to Perth, week and a bit after I get back to Perth, before Christmas, I want to slip down here, and I want to, this will be the first stop along the way, and so the plan is to, I've got to tell you, it's just beautiful here. I'm having trouble focusing. It's absolutely stunning, but this will be the first stop. So I don't know how many days you can camp here, but the campground's full. I'm thinking it's going to be tough to get a spot here, but it's absolutely stunning. What a spot. I don't know whether I lock the car or not. That'll be right. Surprisingly warm. The even though it's only 20 something degrees, the sand's pretty hot. Oh, look at this. This is amazing. Oh, they're definitely getting crabs here. People living the dream. It's beautiful. Look at them over there on the rock, bacon. Oh, it's stunning here, guys. Alright, so Betty's Beach is definitely ticking the box for the first stop on the beginning. They're not too slippery, so we're pretty good. Oh, look at that. God, it's bloody beautiful here. Tide must be coming in or going out? Hard to tell. The swells will break up over here a bit. I see they've got anchor points over here for the I imagine they're not slippery. Well, they are a bit slippery. Whoa, be careful, dude. They're really slippery. Okay. Look at that. It'd have to be fish here, surely. Oh, I might need me rock reef shoes to come out here. Well, there you go, guys. Betty's Beach. It's about, oh, what is it? I don't know, 40k east-west of Albany. But she's the spot to be. It only gets better from here, from what I understand. Oh, look, fishing over there. It'd have to be good fishing, surely. All right, that's Betty's Beach. First stop for the next trip is looking pretty good. Woo! Yeah, mate. So, team, this is option 2 for Betty's Bay, East Bay Camp, I think they call it. So this is option 2 for Betty's Bay Camp, East Bay Camp, I think they call it. Beautiful little cove. Look at it. Check it. Beautiful big trough out there. Another big trough over through there. Oh, I can see a couple around there. Got to be fishing. And check this out, guys. Oh, this is what I love so much about some parts of the coast down here. Have a listen to this. Listen. Squeaky sand. I think something to do with the silicon content or the silica content. But yeah, man, check it out. It's beautiful. Oh, how could you not be camped here for a couple of days doing a bit of fishing? Look at, oh, Barnes will be absolutely insane. He will not know himself. Oh my God. Well, Cheynes Beach does not disappoint. Different sort of setup, but still beautiful. A little bit more populated, I suppose, but this is probably destination number 2. Look it. It's stunning. This is the place to be in the warmer months, I tell you.